So I'm gonna do a quick video on how we basically found out we was having triplets, because we've had a few messages asking like how did it go down, like, how did you find out and stuff like that. So I'm gonna do like a shortened version. Basically we already have twins that are 9 years old, unidentical, because they're boy and girl, so you can't get identical different sexes. So we had the chat where we was like, obviously we do want like 2 more babies, and obviously we don't want to leave the gap too big because the twins are 9 now. So we was like, when it happens, it'll just be natural, like we're expecting it but we're not putting any pressure on it, kind of thing. So skip forward now. I start randomly feeling really sick. I lost loads of weight within like 2-3 weeks. Just lost weight. I was getting severe headaches in my head to the point I was like, something's clearly like not right with me, like something's wrong, because I'm an overthinker anyway. So I rang the doctors, explained, it was like, right, come in. So they were like, we think you've just got severe anxiety, and we'll just give you some tablets, but we think you're gonna be fine. Like, so I was like, right, that's fine, fair enough, whatever. So I go home and I'm just like, anyway, comes to my due day when I should be coming on, it didn't come on. So I'm like, obviously a bit thingy, didn't really think into it, because you can be 2-3 days late, can't you? So I didn't really think into it, and I've been to about 2 days late before. So another day goes by, I'm like, strange. 3 days go by and I'm like, it's like something just clicked in me, and I was like, every single symptom I've had, the losing weight, the headaches, just everything of how I felt was exactly the same as the twins. Like, so I don't know how I didn't click sooner. Like, it was all the same. So I thought, oh my God, went shop, got a pregnancy test, come back instantly. So I was like, oh my God, went and told Tyrone, like, I'm pregnant. Like, he was like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. Anyway, so I ring the hospital and I was like, I'm pregnant. Obviously I don't know how far I am. Didn't really work it out. I just said I'm not sure of how far I am. They was like, right, come in, we'll do your bloods to get your hormone levels. So I was like, right, that's fine. So go in, they do my hormone, well, my bloods, get my hormone level. They ring the next day and they was like, your hormone level has come back high enough, so we can now scan you. So I was like, all right, perfect. I was like, what's my hormone level? Because with the twins, they kind of knew it was an indication that I was having twins, because my hormone was so high. It was like double of what it should have been, and because I was so early, obviously they then knew. So I was like, what's my hormone level? So she said it. She said I'm sure she said 34,000. So I was like, right, thank you, whatever. I get home and I'm like this googling like what. So should have been around about 6 weeks at that point. So I'm thinking, googling what should your hormone level be for around about 6 weeks. I Google it and it seems normal, like it didn't seem high, it seemed about right. So I was thinking, right, it's not clearly not 2, it's just obviously 1 baby. But over Christmas time we'd been really poorly, like we had the illness that was going around, so we was all so ill. So I was like, I've got a scan. So I was like, you just stay in bed, like the twins were not well as well. So I was like, you just stay in bed, I'll just go, because obviously I'm only finding out how far I am. In the back of my mind I'm thinking, I've checked the hormones, so I'm not overthinking that. I literally nothing crossed my mind it could be 2 or anything like that. So I was like, yeah, no, I'll just go alone, like whatever, you just stay in bed. So I go, and my sister rang and was like, what are you doing? I was like, obviously I've got a scan. So she randomly was like, don't go by yourself, I'll just meet you there. So I was like, right, okay, if you want to, just come. So I go to my scan, and then it was like, obviously called me before my sister got there, so I'm thinking, oh, she's gonna miss it. Anyway, so the lady, as I'm laying down, the lady's like, have you got any other children? So I was like, yeah, I've got twins. And she was like, no way, I have. So obviously anyone with twins will get it. Like, it's hard work. As much as it's an amazing blessing, it is hard work. So she was like, no way. So we're just chatting about the twins, and then anyway she starts to scan me, and then I will never forget the look that she gave me. Like, she just stared at me, and I was thinking, why is she staring at me like that? So I was like, what's up? Like, she was like, there's more than 1. And I was like, you're lying. I was like, you're lying. She was like, no, seriously. And then she just was giving me the strangest look anyway, and she just went, there's 3. I was like, you're lying. I was thinking, this is a prank, like this is a prank or something. I was just like, you are joking. She turned the screen around, there was 3 heartbeats. I was like, what are the chances? Like, I've come by myself, not even expecting 2, let alone 3. So I'm like, oh my God. So I ring my sister, having a meltdown because I think I was just overwhelmed. I was like, you need to come quick. So my sister comes in the room, she's like, what's going on? What, are you okay? And I was like, it's 3. Like, I didn't even know how to think, how to feel. I was just like, oh my God. Then I'm thinking, I've now got to tell Tyrone that it's 3. Anyway, so there's no signal in the hospital. So my texts were coming through like the odd time. So he'd text me saying, like, how's it going? What they're saying? So I was just like, oh my God, couldn't ring because it won't go through. And then I'm just like, you're not even gonna believe this. And he's like, what? And I was like, these 3, it's triplets. He was like, you're lying. He wouldn't believe me. He was like, you're lying. I was like, I'm being deadly serious. Sent him the scan. And he was like, you are lying. And I was like, no, I'm being serious. So yeah, we were in a lot of shock. It took me back because I checked the hormone. I was like thinking, no, I wasn't expecting it this time. So it caught us all off guard. Like, it's crazy. But yeah, so that's how we basically found out we was having triplets.